Hi, my name is Lee Drinkwater and I'm the company manager of the Royal Exchange Theatre, Manchester. If I was asked to describe the role of a company manager, it's actually quite difficult. The role of a company manager is basically I look after all the acting company that come into this building. So every single actor that steps foot on that stage, basically I'm here to make sure that they have an enjoyable time whilst they're at the Royal Exchange. And I also look after the stage management and I employ all the different stage management teams within a production. So going right back, how it starts off at the initial stages in the production process. So I'll be given the season about what shows are going to be in which slot within the yearly season. And then I'll consult the director of that production. There's different directors like to work with different stage management teams. They have relationships that work well. So I'll consult the director, and then obviously I'll put in place a stage manager for a production, a deputy stage manager, and an assistant stage manager. A brief description of their roles. The stage manager is the central point of call for all the different departments working on that production. So they will collate all the information from the wig department, the wardrobe department, the props department, and they also schedule the rehearsal process as well. The stage manager works closely with the assistant stage manager. They will go out sourcing props, they will be making props like newspapers, writing material that may be placed on a desk. And like I say, they will schedule all the wardrobe fittings, all the wig fittings. If somebody needs a face cast taken off them of a workshop, they will schedule absolutely everything. The deputy stage manager is like the director's right-hand man. They are placed in the rehearsal room throughout the rehearsal process, and they note what we call all the blocking. The blocking is every single move that an actor makes. They will, on stage, they will note it down in the script so that when they come back to re-rehearse that scene again, there is a log of on what line they moved from point A to point B. The DSMO also makes notes of everything that goes on in the rehearsal room and puts them on a rehearsal note list, which is sent out to all the different departments. So say for instance they're rehearsing the first scene of a play and actor A requires a purse. The DSM will note that down and then that will be relayed to the wardrobe department, who in time will provide a purse.
We're good communicators and we have an overall view because we need to, and we need to be in control. We need to know every bit of information so that we can make sure that everything that needs to happen does happen. And it's knowing the play inside out as well. So you know what the actors are going through, how they feel, with rehearsals and then going into opening production. I think that's really important so that you can help them and be there for them.
Making sure everything's provided for rehearsals when actors are needed, when props are needed. Making sure people are in the right place for the show to start. Helping with scene changes, positioning props, positioning furniture, and generally running around.
During the actual performance period, the stage manager controls the show. They are basically running the floor, as we would call it. The assistant stage manager looks after all the props, so they make sure that the props are in the right place at the right time. They'll also look after the maintenance of the props, so if something breaks they will go out and buy something to replace it or try and repair it. The deputy stage manager cues the show, so every single lighting effect, every single sound effect, every flying cue, automation, every time an actor comes on stage, the DSM has cued that person via a cue light system, so it's just like traffic lights. They'll receive a red for a standby, and when they receive the green light, that means walk on stage.
There's so much going on. There's actors' entrances, there's quick changes, there's the ushers on the doors because they they do the door cues for the actors, and they need to know where they're going from, because of course they've not even seen the run of the play, so it can be quite confusing for them.
So there's lots of different things. Obviously, in performance at the moment, we have the Bacchae, which previewed for the first time last night. So obviously, I've been overseeing that during the tech period, the technical rehearsal period. We have Zach in rehearsal, and we also have Punk Rock, which we produce, which is on tour, which is a co-production. So I'm looking after the well-being of the stage management team on that as well. And I'm also working on Winterlong, which goes into rehearsal in January, Mogadishu, which goes into rehearsal in January, and of course Haunted, which goes into rehearsal in a week's time. So it's incredibly busy, and sometimes I have to remind myself which production I'm actually working on at any given time.